Welcome in, everybody. I am the Crypto Bull God, and this is a bonus edition of All in the Charts. If you appreciate the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up, drop me a comment, and click the bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live, such as a random live stream on a Sunday. We're seeing the markets pump at the moment, and so what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a look at some key charts with you guys and kind of talk about what is going on. Oof. Let's fucking go. Yeah, we're seeing some, and this is really what happens when the market begins to turn, and I think this is going to turn into something much more significant that it might otherwise readily be apparent to the novice individual who is not accustomed to these markets and who isn't good with technical analysis, and I'll discuss why. But this is really what happens in these markets. I can't tell you and sit here and say on a Sunday at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time that I was anticipating to see some massive move in Bitcoin that had it up over 3.5%, 4% today. But I have been speaking here for the past couple weeks in particular and saying, I'm starting to lean based on how the market sentiment is, the herd mentality in terms of what people are anticipating and what we were looking at in the charts to say, yeah, I'm starting to lean that we're going to see some sort of a significant move to the upside here, but we'll have to remain patient and see what will develop in these charts. Well, we got to move today. And we need to discuss how it's going to close on the daily, the 12-hour chart, as well as obviously the weekly. Okay, there is going to be a video coming out separately on the monthly charts that I do want to talk about, but welcome in, J. Kim. There's a lot of exciting information going on here, so let's get right into it here. So you can see on the 12-hour a chart that I routinely cover on here. One of the most beautiful things when you start to see some significant moves up in price, it's flipping these red areas of resistance into green areas of support. There's no nerdier of a feeling that makes you more excited than turning red to green. Jorge, welcome in, my friend. What up, my boy? Click the thumb. By the way, I've seen a lot of people coming in. Really appreciate that. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. It'll help the YouTube algorithm. It gets the content out to more people. But right now you can see we're starting to flip a lot of these red areas of resistance into green support. 26,300, 27,500. We're pushing up towards the almighty $28,000 area. Guys, if you've been here, I've been talking about $28,000 as a major area here for a while. I said check mark number one. Let's start to push above $28,000. We want to start getting above this 200 simple moving average at 28,300 on the 12-hour. Look at this 50 starting to cross up. Now that coincides. Look at the daily. We're at 28,000 on the daily. You can see here, depending how the daily closes, we are going to be just under, just at, or just over the 200 simple moving average. This is significant. Look at momentum picking up here. We've been talking about this bullish divergence on the RSI. The relative strength index has continued to pick up momentum as price sort of stagnated and really started weeding a lot of people out, right? Everybody that you listen to on mainstream news narratives, as well as a lot of prominent YouTube content, because they love to get those clicks on clickbait fear porn, all right? The reality is, again, we have to be patient and allow this price to develop, but what we're seeing is very encouraging. The first thing that I pointed out to you guys, we broke downward resistance here with this candlestick. And I said, guys, confirmation candle is the second candlestick. This second candlestick, and we don't care about price hooks. We just want to close above 26,800. What happened on Friday? We closed the day out on Friday at 26,911. Okay, so well above 26,800. Look what has ensued since. We've gotten that bullish confirmation of breaking descending resistance. Check mark number one. Check mark number two on the daily is getting a candle body close above the 200 simple moving average. Now keep in mind, we do not today need to close at or above $28,000. I'm not concerned about that. if we close, unless we get some monumental sell-off in the next 24 minutes, if we close at this relative level, the odds are significantly increasing that we're eventually going to push above here in the next day or two, back test as support, and continue moving higher. These are the things that technical analysts, good technical analysts, know to look for and want to communicate to you in a sensical fashion. Okay, so very, very exciting stuff going on the daily here. And again, on the price indicators, the MACD has picked up. Relative strength index looks good. Guys, let's tune into the weekly. Look at the weekly. Look, those higher time frames. This is where you want to see the bullish momentum pick up. You can see literally the excitement on my face. The excitement on my face on the Eagles barely beating the Washington Redskins has worn off, all right? This is all about the charts right now. I'm very, very, very excited about what I'm seeing in these charts. On the higher time frame, whatever bullish or bearish price action that's going on, it's much more significant. So as the 12-hour, and again, this is a basic premise that I hit on this channel, as the lower time frames are starting to get bullish momentum, it's going to bleed over into the higher time frames. So as I'm pointing all these things out on a 12-hour or daily, CBG, why are you getting so excited? Because so long as this bullish momentum sustains itself, so long as this bullish momentum on the daily sustains itself, now it's feeding into the weekly. Now it's feeding into the weekly. What is monumental about what's going on in the week right now is we are pressed up right against this 200 simple moving average. And lo and behold, look at the 200 simple moving average. 27,800. Do you see the price confluence at 27,800? So again, as soon as we can get some daily and weekly closes to close at and above 28,000, that $28,000 area, 28,200, 300, 400, that is when we can start to get very, very, very cautiously optimistic that we're going to hit $30,000. And once we get a candle body close above $30,000, I feel uber confident that we're going to start to hit up towards 32. And you guys know, as an area of resistance now that has been hit multiple times at $32,000, what is the most likely? There's no guarantee. What is the most likely scenario as price comes up again to $32,000? Now again, it's a strong area of resistance. We've hit it multiple times. It's like a jackhammer hitting the top of a ceiling. It's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So the reason I'm getting excited is because we are pressing up against key areas of price confluence at the $28,000 level. Once we close above here, okay? Once we start to close above here, now we're significantly increasing the probabilities we're going to test $30,000, a psychological level. Once we close above there, or possibly we just shoot right past it, we're going to start hitting this $31,800, $32,000. And at that point, when you see, mark my words, when you see Bitcoin hitting up towards $31,800 to $32,000, I feel uber confident that that price level is going to break, and now we're going to start getting up to some fun territories. This isn't going to happen overnight, but it should more than likely happen over the span of the next several weeks here. $35,500 all the way up to $48,000. That is when things are going to start to get really, really interesting. Again, reminder for everybody here who is new to this market. I've been invested in this market since 2018. This market I have gotten my ass handed. My ass has been handed to these markets plenty of times. And I have learned many, many valuable life lessons from crypto. And one of the things that you have to keep in mind, okay? Respect the charts, stay humble, and know shit can change on a dime, all right? Now, let's get into one other. Actually, I should quickly take a look at these price indicators. You can see the MACD is starting to turn up. So the other interesting thing, where will the MACD be at? Will we get this sounds like the conclusion at the end of a TV show. Will we get a MACD cross at the weekly close? But you can see, regardless, the MACD histogram here is starting to fade in bearish momentum. You see the histogram here turning light red? I'll get to your comments. I appreciate all the engagement in the comments feed here. Get to it in a moment, but I want to focus on the charts here so I don't lose my train of thought. Getting older in life, you lose your train of thought. The histogram is starting to turn lighter here, right? Ideally, at some point soon here, we want this histogram to flash green and we want the positive cross. RSI looks like it wants to, look at it, this is another key thing. We've had downward resistance on the RSI since April. Again, crypto was really, when you take a step back and you think about it, when was there excitement in the crypto market? First quarter of this year. The past 6 months have been a bunch of bullshit, right? 6 months have just been chip and chop, toying with people's emotions who are not robotic with their investment decisions, okay? Really screwing around with people's emotions. We're entering the fourth quarter. And I told you, depending how September closed, the fourth quarter to me is setting up to be a very big quarter for crypto, October, November, December, going into 2024. And right now, we're starting to see that turnaround in price. If you look at the stochastic RSI, notice what's going on here. Not only do we have a positive cross, guys, what else is going on in the stochastic RSI? We're above 20. We are above the 20 trigger line. And I've indicated to you, it's not just about a positive cross on the stochastic RSI. It's getting above the 20 trigger line. We're above 20. Very, very, very bullish. Now, one more area of price confluence at $28,000 that I want to point to here. And if you guys have been here for a while, this is an exciting one that we haven't hit on in a couple days here. We are in the Gaussian channel. We never like to be in the Gaussian channel when it's green. We want to be above it. Where is the top of the Gaussian channel? Coincidentally, it's at 28,000. Now it's at 500. 28,500. So again, whether you're talking about $28,000 flat, 28.2, 28.3, 28.5, the $28,000 area is critical. And I've illustrated to you on the weekly here roughly what I want to see. I want to see a move out of the Gaussian channel. More than likely we get a back test towards somewhere near the top of the Gaussian channel. And then I want to see some sort of exponential move up, right, into the $40,000 range. That's what I want to see that is roughly illustrated here, right? If I am correct in my assertion that Bitcoin's going to top sooner than what the Yellow Brick Road 4-year cycle maxis believe, we got to see a push here in the fourth quarter. We can't be dilly-dallying around at $28,000. We need to make some sort of a significant move illustrated roughly like here. I want us up in this $40,000 range, this $40,000 range before the end of the year. That will set us up beautifully going into what I believe will be a blow-off top somewhere around the halving. Again, the halving is late April, early May. Maybe we top in April, maybe we top in May, maybe June, maybe as late as July. But again, my thesis is that we're going to see some sort of a significant move in the fourth quarter that will aid in that theory. Ultimately, hopefully, I'd like to be correct, end up being correct. Let's get to the comments. Glad to see a lot of people in here. Was everybody enjoying Sunday football? At the end of the day, the Birds got to win, so that's all really that matters. Barbecue. I wish I could participate in a barbecue, Jorge. I haven't done a barbecue in a long time. Kyle, good to see you in here. Track, as always, great to see you here. You can see I got a lot of energy today because I'm I mean, this is typically, honestly, CBG goes to bed at around 9 o'clock. So I got a lot of high energy now. I have to wind down at some point because, I've got to wind down. I actually got a little glass of wine right here. I got to wind down at some point because I'm getting very excited. And at some point, I'm going to be getting into bed here shortly. So the excitement level, the rev level is getting up there right now. Don't confuse it, though. I get very excited, and I like to pour a lot of energy into my content. But when it comes to my investment decisions, when to buy or sell, very, very robotic about that. No emotions there. Jorge, hey, bro, thank you for everything you do for us people around. Not talking just about crypto, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to go on a tangent here, but I really try to come out here, and whether we're talking about crypto or we're talking about general things in life, I try to, I always stay grounded and just try to really represent really you guys. I mean, I'm just like you at the end of the day, so I just try to remain very authentic, or I am authentic, and what I hope is it comes through in the content, and I appreciate that. Adam, what's up, CBG? Always away with work in a hotel, so able to dial in. Where are you traveling to? You able to share, Adam? I just did business travels a month ago. I was up in St. Paul, Minnesota. DJ Netronic, loving these levels. You damn right, loving these levels. CBG is willing the market to go up. You damn right, I'm willing. I am willing the market to go up. You can feel the rev level. Imagine what it's going to be like when Bitcoin starts breaking $70,000 and coming on my live stream. I'm going to be a goddamn animal on this live stream. You guys, there will be no other live stream like my live stream. The rev will be just off the levels. We'll do tequila shots together. It'll be fun. Oof is excited. DJ's excited. DT is excited. Good to see DT in the house. Let's get this crypto. It sounds like Crypto Kirby. Let's get this crypto. What's up, YC? Good to see you here as well. Shane, I have not seen you in a bit. Glad to see you here. Many haven't seen Digibyte in a bull market. It's going to blow the... Yeah, here's the thing. The thing I've hit on with Digibyte, and I am planning, based on my evaluation of the monthly chart, I am planning on getting an updated video out there on Digibyte. The thing that people don't realize about Digibyte that I've hit on is it's so boring for such an extended period of time, and then it just takes off and does like a 10x out of nowhere. So I feel you there, my friend. What is Digibyte doing right now? No one is talking about it except CBG. A lot of people that talked about it have gone quiet and moved on to other coins. Not me. Not me. There will be an updated video. I think I need to get that updated video this week. I'm sensing that can't wait until next week. I'll get it. You know what? I will make a commitment to the community to get my updated Digibyte video out this week. I promise you. Hey, Eagles won. At the end of the day, that's all that works. Appreciate the positive feedback, Shane. Other charts that I want to take a look at with you guys, for anybody here who is from the Caspa community, we are so close. This is a 2-day chart. Okay, I kept the 2-day chart up. You can see one of the key things that I've hit on with this 2-day chart is every single time we've had a MACD cross. Again, limited price data here on Caspa. Every single time we've had a MACD cross on Caspa on the 2-day, we've seen significant upside in price, all right? As you can see on the MACD here, we're starting to fire back up on the MACD. This is starting to turn dark green again. And look at price. We're right below these two key areas of resistance here at 5.19 cents and our all-time high at, I think it's 5.24 or 5.4 cents. Okay, 5.4 cents. After that, I just tweeted this out. There's something, it's very beautiful. There's this thing called white space to the upside. So there's literally no price data up here. So as soon as we start breaking well past 5 cents, I mean, we could do, you know, again, once we break past 5.4 cents, we could do this and roll over and kind of back test this as support and continue moving up. Or we could do a straight shot up with minimal pullbacks towards 10 cents until we get a pullback. It's really anyone's guess because there's no price confluence. Caspa's looking tremendous. It looks, in my opinion, let me show you something real quick. You can see I was looking at band protocol, which we'll get into. Right now, Caspa has been sitting at this market cap ranking of 44. You can see it's at 1.068 billion, 1.069. Look at how close it is to Optimism, Near Protocol, Arbitrum, and VeChain. I believe that when Caspa makes its next big move, you're going to see it in that top 40. It's going to supplant VeChain. And I think very soon, for all my H barbarians out there, I do not think it's going to be very long until Caspa moves all the way up here and is challenging H bar for its spot. Again, I view Caspa as a top 20 crypto before the end of this year. I said fourth quarter of this year, so we'll see if that pans out. Wanted to get into the graph here. You can see on the weekly, if we take, again, a lot of these projects, and one of the things I had tweeted out earlier is that a lot of these projects are printing very, very similar formations and look like they want to make a major move to the upside. The graph is one of them. You can see the MACD, depending on the weekly close, we may get a cross here or be extremely close to it on the MACD cross up. Look at the stochastic RSI. We're above 20 and we have a positive cross. We're in this falling wedge formation. And again, we have all these areas of resistance. Look what it did earlier this year. We moved up in the graph from 5 cents all the way up to 23 cents. We did more than a 4x. We did a 4.5x, okay? Wouldn't be, in fact, it's my expectation. I anticipate the next major impulsive wave movement up to take us well past 35 cents and start to get into this overlapsed box here. I have two boxes here for my own personal trading strategy. So really, I have a box between 54 cents and all the way up towards, I believe, above 90 cents, all the way towards $1.20. But my main zone that I'm really looking for in the fourth quarter, depending how parabolic things get for the graph, I think we could start hitting up towards this 56 cent area, 54, 56 cents area, and possibly up towards 80 cents. That would be really an opportune time as a trader, in my opinion. Never financial advice on this channel, but an opportune time to take profits before we pull back and then start to see much higher valuations going into the first half of next year. Let's take a look at Raven coin. Now, this is a coin we haven't looked at on this channel in a while. We saw a huge pump from, I don't know if you guys remember this, 1.8 cents all the way up to over 7 cents. Look what we've done. We've consolidated all the way back down here below where we were even at the beginning of the year. We're at a massive sort of falling wedge formation here, okay? Now, this is on the Heikin-Ashi candlestick pattern on the weekly. If we take a look at the price indicators here, you can see the RSI is beginning to want to curl up. The MACD is going to want to start to cross up, and stochastic RSI still has quite a bit of work to do here. We're under 20. This is one I would keep on your radar. If you're interested in taking a trade position, this is one that when it moves hard. I would keep this one on your radar. Same with band protocol. I'm considering establishing a position here. I don't have a position at the moment, but I am considering establishing a trade position. So for me, a trade position is not trading on a daily basis. I'm not day trading. I never day trade. I don't do any day trading whatsoever. But when I take a swing position, I might keep it for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, okay? That's really how it works for me. Keep an eye on this one. This is, again, another one that did more than a 3x. We moved from under $1 up to $3.50, 60 cents. All right. I don't know if you guys remember this. This was a mega move here. Again, if we saw some sort of a breakout from this falling wedge or whenever that does happen, because I strongly believe it's going to happen at some point, for me, profit taking would be up in this $2 range initially. This would be a heavy profit taking area for me. And we'd have to see once we start getting above that, we'd have to evaluate other price areas up towards $5, okay? Not to say we can't do something like this, you know, but for me, if I was taking a trade in this position, I'd be taking heavy, heavy profits in this $2 to $3 range. Again, we could always double top, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens here. But at this point, this thing has essentially double bottomed. So we'll have to see triple bottomed, actually. What else do I have? Harmony 1, my Harmonauts. Last I looked, Harmony was having a very big move here. Harmony's up 6.5%. We were up over 9% in Harmony here. For me, for Harmony 1, and again, I own a lot of Harmony 1. Not going to disclose my personal financial positions. That Harmony 1, by the way, shout out to SafePal. I have not seen BCK1 on the channel in a while. He turned me on to SafePal. It's a hard wallet. I have all that stuff. Of course, there's an app to show my balance and everything. I'm not actively staking my Harmony 1, okay? I personally just want to be as secure as I want to be with it and just store it away. So I chose to stick it on my hardware wallet, SafePal. It's on there. It's in cold storage. I feel very good about it until a point in time that, you know, I want to remove the position, sell out of the position once we're topping in the markets. But that is securely stored thanks to SafePal. So shout out to SafePal. But right now for Harmony 1, I'm not going to get excited about Harmony 1. I'm not going to get excited about Harmony 1 until we start breaking 3 cents. Now, we got a long way to go. It's like if we looked at H-bar. I'm not going to get real excited about H-bar until we break 10.8 cents. I have that figure memorized in my head, 10.8 cents. For Harmony One, it's 3 cents. I need to see us get above 3 cents because once we start getting above 3 cents, then 5 cents starts to become likely, 9.5 cents starts to become likely. But you can see we have this huge red area of resistance between 3 cents and 9.5 cents. So I'm not interested in Harmony One. Again, I talked about this bottoming process here in this area here. And if you're looking at, I think it's a 2-week time frame, we've had a triple bottom. But I'm not excited about Harmony One. Until we start getting above 3 cents. Let's see what else, what other comments we got in the news feed here in the comments. We're about to close out. So we'll very quickly, we're going to really quickly take a look at the weekly closes here on Bitcoin. I think just Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the weekly close on Bitcoin, maybe check out Ethereum, and then we'll sign off once we close out here. I just wanted to make this a quick live stream to update you guys because there are a lot of exciting things going on here. Mike T, thank you. I will get that video out like I said. You damn right, DJ. MD, you must have not checked out my videos. If you go back to my Caspa videos, you can go back and you can fact check me, as they like to say. Now, I saw a content creator out there with a lot of views on his video, and he was calling for a 50+% correction that was likely in Caspa, and I was not calling for that. So we'll have to see how that pans out, but I wasn't calling for it. When we were up here, all I did was continue to say to you guys 3.7 cents to 3.27 cents is an area that I would be DCAing into, which I personally did. Never financial advice. Everyone I looked at on Twitter, a lot of people I was looking at on Twitter were calling for this 2 cent area. I said that was certainly a possibility. There's a possibility for everything, but I viewed that as being unlikely. And look what we did. We consolidated right in this area. Again, you never want to buy in. You never want to FOMO and buy into strength, but at the same time, if you're at this area where you're once you start breaking all-time highs, I can't tell you how high we're going to go until we pull back. So, 2 to 4x on ban. Guess it depends on your perspective, DJ. You like the cheap coins. Can't say, DJ. I don't reveal my positions. So I can't say if I have more or less than your position. Can't say. I don't. And the thing is, guys, look, teach their own. But for me, there isn't anyone. Let me just say this. There isn't anyone outside of myself that knows my own financial positions. No one. There's nobody that does. And I don't think anyone should be sharing that with anyone. I think that's your own personal, private financial information. I'm comfortable coming out here and saying, hey guys, I'm in this project for a trade. I'm in this for an investment, and here's why. I believe in this project. I don't believe in this project. Here's why. That much I'll disclose, but stating specific financial positions in something, I think it's foolish to share that with other people, to be honest with you, because it's no one's business. It's literally no one's business. So the only thing I would feel comfortable in saying about Harmony One is I own a lot of Harmony One. That's the only thing I would say. And I'm not going to say if it's more or less than that. But, yeah. $5 a day. Hey, $5 away. $5 a day keeps the lunch lady away. I don't know. I just came up with that right now. We're going to check out the DXY tomorrow. You're welcome on the CAS update, Dice Pineapple. Glad to see you in the live stream. You're somebody new who's shown up here, which I appreciate. We just got that weekly close. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. I'm open too. I'm open to, DJ, just not that specific. I'm open so people can benefit from life lessons that I have learned as well, but just not that specific. That's all. Did we close at 28,000? So you can see on the weekly, we closed just below the 200 simple moving average, which is great. But look, I want you to appreciate, can neither confirm nor deny. Let's exit that conversation, but can neither confirm nor deny. What's up, Black Oil? Welcome to the bull market. The crypto gods are listening. Look, it doesn't matter to me. It's not. It would have been nice. It would have been nice if we would have closed at or above the 200. It's not a big deal. Look at how thick. That is what she said, okay? I was going to make a really bad joke, but if certain people were listening, they wouldn't appreciate it. So I'll pump the brakes on that one. This is a nice thick candlestick. Very thick candlestick. So, sorry, my mind's going in the gutter. This candlestick here, okay? Look at the body on it. We barely have a wick up here, all right? We barely have a wick on this candlestick. That is bullish on itself. This is the biggest, wow, this is the largest weekly candlestick that we've had since August of 23. This is a daily. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the daily right now. Hold on. I am at the wrong candle. I'm sorry. I'm at the wrong chart, everybody. I'm at the wrong chart. And that's not the wine speaking. I've only had one glass of wine, so that's not the wine speaking. Apologies. That was the daily. So on the daily, we closed just above there. Let me see on the daily where we're at. Look at this. Look at this MACD picking up. Looks beautiful. RSI's all the way at 67. We're not overbought yet. Now let's get to the weekly because this is a lot more important, okay? The weekly actually closed, and this is the largest weekly candlestick you can see. We've had 1, 2, 3. This is our fourth. You can see the big candlesticks here. Look at this was a big one. This was a big one. This was a big one. This is a big one. Do you notice any difference? Do you notice any difference with this weekly close as compared to these other 3 large weekly candlesticks? There's something important I want to point out to you guys. Now, on the surface, you look at this candlestick and say, well, it's smaller relative to these other 3 candlesticks, okay? But size doesn't always matter, all right? Look at the wicks. You see the size of the wick here? You see the size of the wick here. Not very big, small wick. And you see the size of the wick here. Let's go to the current one. There's barely any wick. Can you see the wick on the current weekly? I can't really see a wick. So we really closed near the highs of the entire week. That's a monumentally bullish point to point out to you guys, a fact to point out to you guys. Now, drum roll, everybody. If you're sitting at your desks right now, I don't know what you're doing. If you're watching this on your phones, I don't know what you're doing. Let's get into the MACD. Are you ready? Let's take a look at the MACD. Okay, that was not what I was expecting in terms of it popping up. Okay, now the MACD, you can see, look at the histogram here. Look at that histogram fading in bearishness. Look at the stochastic R, the RSI, all the way up at 38.5 above 24. We're well above 20. And we have not, now I will say this, we have not broken. Let me point out to you the RSI. Now, this is important to point out. This is an ugly drawing. I feel like I'm back in kindergarten drawing here. You know, I was the worst artist. I knew I needed to be a mathematician of some sort because art was not my thing. If there's anyone listening right now where art is your thing, drop me a comment because we have something not in common. I suck at art. I can draw stick figures. Check this out. Descending resistance, descending, didn't touch it here. We're right there, okay? We have not broken descending resistance. So what I want to see on the weekly, I want to see us pop up at towards this 55 level. That would start to increasingly leave me feeling even that much more bullish. So what we want to see ultimately for the MACD to get that follow through, we need to see price begin to push up well above this 200 simple moving average. Now, what's going to get that MACD to cross positive? What's going to invalidate the lower highs on the RSI? Not only pushing above the 200, but getting back in this zone. This red zone of resistance between 28.8 and 31.8. Okay? And again, once you see, now, I personally, again, we're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet. We've seen this bullish momentum come through. We're not out of the woods yet in terms of check mark number 1. Remember, check mark number 1 is this $28,000 area. On the 12-hour chart, it's 28.2. On the daily chart, I just closed out of it. On the daily chart, it is, I believe, 28 flat. It is 28 flat. And really on the weekly here, I'm going to point to the Gaussian channel. It's 28.5. So for me to really check the box off for that $28,000 area, I need to see 28.5. I want a candle body close above 28.5. That is check mark number one. Check mark number two is getting a candle body close on the weekly at or above a psychological level of $30,000. That's check mark number one. Check mark number two. Check mark number three, when you see price start pushing up towards 32. Because when we start pushing up towards 32, I said, check me on this when it happens. We're breaking. We're breaking. I don't see much of a pullback when we start to hit 32. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked one bit. Part of me expects it. That once you start to see Bitcoin up towards $32,000, we are going to smash $32,000. And what have I said when we would smash $32,000? What did I say would happen when we would smash $32,000? To me, there's a lot of white space here, okay? I see a green Jesus candle going towards 35.5. I see us making a 10% plus move towards 35.5. So we'll have to see if that happens. Now, there are a lot of charts that we still have not covered here. There are a lot of charts that we haven't covered here in terms of the total cryptocurrency market cap. Those are charts that I'm going to cover with you guys tomorrow. This is just a bonus live stream because I felt the excitement in the market right now. There was a significant move up. I was going to be sitting here charting all this shit myself, and I figured I'd come on the live stream, kind of share with you what I see in the charts. And I definitely, Josh, let's fucking go birds. I wanted to come on here and share what I'm seeing in the charts because this is the first time we had to be excited was here, right? I said we could be very cautiously optimistic if we got the confirmation candle here. We got it. This is even more bullish now that we're pressing up towards the 200 SMA. I had to come out here. I was just too excited to come out here and tell you guys what I saw in the charts. But as a reminder, I'm going to be here all week. I'm going to be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So click that bell icon for all notifications. Tomorrow, we're not going to regurgitate the same stuff that I just spoke to. Let's take a look at the total crypto market cap. Let's take a look at total 2, total 3. Let's take a look at Ethereum. We didn't even look at Ethereum yet. Let's take a look at some other altcoins like XRP. We'll see how CASP is doing here. We'll have to take a look at how CASP is doing, many other altcoins. So guys, make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'll be back around typical time frame, around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you get that bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live, in case I go live a little bit later or a little bit earlier. But I appreciate everyone showing up. Strong turnout this evening for an unexpected live stream. I really was not expecting to go live earlier in the day. I took a look at prices, said, more likely I'll just wait until Monday. Saw the momentum come in and just wanted to come out here and share what I saw on the chart. So, guys, have a good evening, a good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in this fine, beautiful world. So, take care of yourselves, and until next time, let's all spread awareness and let's carry that education forward. I'll see you right back here tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Have a great Sunday as well, my friends. Take care.